Welcome, everyone. John Stank of ICGales.com, being joined by Sean Burke, head coach of the Iona golf team. Coach, you just came back from a spring break trip to Florida. My first question for you, are you guilty about bringing the snow back with you? And my second, what was the best part of the Florida trip?
I'm so tired of this snow. This is brutal for us. We come back from 75, 80 degree weather to everything being closed. We want to be outside, playing golf and get ready for Max. But we had a great trip down there. Played some really unbelievable courses. Had great access to some practice facilities that really replicate what we're going to see down in Disney for the Max. And really great trip. The guys really enjoyed themselves and worked hard. We really got after it down there.
What was your favorite team bonding experience you had during that week down there?
It's pretty much all golf. The best parts though were when we were in the back at the place and watching the college hoops games. The eight of us did a friendly pool for high fives for the March Madness. So it was fun to kind of see everyone freaking out when everyone's champions were out before we even left Florida.
Now, during the winter break, obviously, when you guys practice here in New Rochelle, you use nets and certain technology to practice. So just for people who aren't educated on what that entails, what can you explain as to what you do in the gym here to practice your team prepping for their spring schedule?
Sure. The boys really got after it this winter between working out 4 or 5 days a week and using our indoor facilities. We had a tremendous donation made by one of our donors in the fall to buy us a Foresight quad, which is the newest and best state-of-the-art technology for ball tracking. And this is perfect for us. It gives us a lot of club and ball data so we can see how far the ball's going, spins, all the relevant data that tells us we're swinging properly and making the improvements we're looking for. So we try to simulate some golf practice, playing courses, on the system, as well as just fine-tuning our clubs so we know exactly how far shots are going, various different shot shapes. We really got to work hard on it, and guys like Justin really dialed in his wedges. That's what he made a priority this winter, and it showed during Florida, and we hope that it continues now into the tournament season.
Does it also help in practicing the more unorthodox shots, whether it be from the bunker, from the deep rough, which unfortunately sometimes the players find themselves in?
Unfortunately, it doesn't. We're limited to the mat and that one playing surface. It'd be great to have all those other things, but being up here, we're fortunate enough to have what we do, and we make the best of it. And we're pretty satisfied with the work that we got in this year.
Now, the spring schedule is very compressed. You have 4 events and then immediately head to the MAC Championship, and I believe April 20th is the first day. So what's your goal as a coach watching your team prepare during these 4 tournaments before the championship play?
We talk a lot about just getting better every day, making sure we get the most out of our practice sessions and our preparations each day. We want to be strong both physically and in our golf games for that MAC tournament. So we take each tournament that we play the next 4 weekends seriously to say, hey, let's simulate as much as we can tournament pressures and what we're ultimately trying to do and be successful at Max. So we try to get ahead, use our practice days. We have very limited time. As you said, we have 3 weeks, so we have like 11 days that we can practice on top of the tournaments. So we make sure we get the most out of those and making sure that the guys just make the most of it.
Well, Coach, with your season revving up, the pro season's revving up as well. The Masters just a couple weeks away. Are there any pro golfers that you point your student athletes towards for them to either study the pros game or study their mannerisms on the course?
We don't really get into saying follow any of their leads because each of these guys has their own unique perspective on the game, and we want them to aspire to be as great as they can possibly be. Now, granted, they're going to aspire to be professional golfers, and that's what we ultimately dream of for all of them. But they're going to watch the pros. They all love watching these tournaments. They all love following them. They all have guys that they know their swing mimics a little bit, but everyone's golf swing is a little different. So we want to make sure that they're in the best position to be successful in their swing, and then hopefully one day competing with those guys.
What about you as a coach? Is there someone in the golf world who you kind of look at you as a role model or emulate when you want to lead your student athletes?
There's a lot of different coaches. We're constantly watching videos and reading books from all various different types. I have my perspective is more on the mental approach and how we go about things. So kind of putting one shot at a time, putting the bad ones behind us so that it doesn't carry over. Golf being such a mental game, one bad shot, one bad hole can really ruin all the good that's been done. So we talk a lot about, hey, put it past you, play positive. If you're in a bad spot, just work to get yourself out of there.
Well, Coach, one last and very final important question for you. Is Tiger back?
I hope so. It'd be pretty cool to see him playing on Sunday at the Masters, coming down the stretch with, Phil or Sergio or, one of the new young guys, JT. That'd be pretty awesome. Of course, we'll be at a tournament, so we probably won't be watching, but it'd be cool to hear about it.
Well, let's go to hoping the Make Sundays great again. Coach, best of luck in the spring schedule and best of luck at the MAC Championships.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.